a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Okay, yeah, so you all are just entered the banquet hall at the opposite side of the table are the twin huts. Several Gamoran guards fanning out, protecting them, and a protocol droid that's speaking on their behalf. Um, you can
Now,
see that.
question.
Yeah.
When the Hutt speak, and this is a broad question that I need to ask before we even begin, because Wynn has been studying Huttese.
Yeah.
How capable is Wynn of actually understanding what the Hutts are saying?
A little, like every other word almost.
Every other word?
Yeah.
Enough to know when the protocol droid is accurate.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Sorry,
yeah,
please continue.
Yeah, so the protocol droid gestures you all to come in and take a seat, and before anybody has a kind of a chance to do anything, there's another individual that walks into the room, coming from behind the twins. He is standing about 7'2". Imagine a very muscular killer whale with arms and legs.
Oh.
He has armor on, and on his right shoulder pad, he has a symbol of 3 lightning streaks in blue.
Hey guys, or girls, or what are your pronouns?
Gosh just looks at Lysander like just stares at Lysander.
Lysander looks back at Gauze as if to say, I know, shut up.
Are either of these huts Yule?
Are what?
Are either of these huts Yule?
I think you said the twins, right?
Yeah, they're the twins.
Oh, okay. Like the actual.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Yeah. This individual is smiling, and you can hear him saying, "I told you they were here."
Well, hi.
Really, is this like a brother-sister thing? Like, what's the correct way to address your magnificence-nesses?
Both of them just look at each other and smile and just go, "Oh, ho, 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 ho."
I'm assuming the Rangers have skedaddled.
No, they're right behind you. But the way that they're standing, you get the impression that they're protecting you all.
Well, let's not keep them waiting. Hello, my great hutnesses. Scott's just walking over there with a very weird confidence, but she's looking these huts in the eye.
Yeah, and the protocol droid simply says, "The pronouns are they and them."
Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you. That is important information to know.
What can we do for you? She just sits down.
Our Excellency.
Why are you on our planet? Why are you here?
That's no way to talk to the great and respected Hutts.
I don't Griffin care right
now. One of the twins begins speaking, and the protocol droid accurately translates what they're saying. And the droid says, "We wish to thank you, first of all, of dealing with our cousin, who have been quite a nuisance to us for some time. And as part of thanking you, we have taken it upon ourselves to extend the protection of the Hutts to Lysatra."
Thank you.
But we also wish to propose a business opportunity for you, being that you seem to be so cunning and so capable of murdering one of us.
Lysatra doesn't need your protection. You need to get off this planet right now.
Unfortunately, a deal has been made.
And who is this lovely gentleman behind you?
Uh, 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 the shark, the killer whale-looking guy smiles and he says, "Oh, I've been looking for you all for a long time. The name's
Really?
Orcus."
Fuck!
That is not Gaz laughing. Sorry.
Goddamn Star Wars names.
Did you try looking for us on Space Tender? Because I understand that's a pretty decent way to find us.
He actually frowns when you say that, and he says, "No, but one of my associates made that mistake. Apparently, he wasn't pretty enough. He tasted good, though."
Well, maybe he should have simply invested in a good skincare routine. You know, as it's not a thing that you wait for when you are in your midpoint of life. You should really start early.
So you like eating people, Orcus?
He grins, showing several rows of very sharp teeth, and he
She-
says, "Oh yeah."
She grins right back at him, looking like matching his confidence. Wonderful.
The protocol droid continues to speak as one of the other twins begins speaking, and the droid says, "We have made a deal with this individual to grant an audience with you once he informed us of your location."
How did someone know where we were gonna be?
Orcus says, "I've been tracking you since Naboo."
Guys, again, just looks at Lysander.
I would like. Can I cast telepathic link? Real quick
Okay,
with Lysander.
sure.
So in Lysander's head, he hears, "Can I borrow that crystal for just one moment?"
Lysander kind of like glances at Coriel like, if you're just thinking of trying to do what I think you're gonna do,
I'm not thinking I'm going to do anything. I just want it. I want it just in case.
Are there any Carillion deviled eggs on the table?
There's no food or drink on the table yet.
Maybe we could get some appetizers, like a nice plate of fried gorg.
Oh, and I don't know if you're
Yes.
paying attention. Orcus thinks we're the appetizer, aren't we?
I would not make a very good appetizer. It's very sinewy, Duros. Also very hard to prepare. It smells terrible.
I
They
like
can
it
tell you.
raw.
Okay. That's not healthy for you.
Can Chris, can I try a sleight of hand to try and at least subtly message Zero, like a warning under the table?
Yeah, you will have to make a sleight of hand roll for that.
Okay. That's an 18.
Okay. No one seems to notice you doing anything.
So I just send Zero very simple, like, we're in a trap, be aware. Hut trap. She says, let me actually think of this through. Trapped by huts, be careful. To Zero.
So the protocol droid continues as one of the twins speak, and the droid says, The business arrangement we wish to offer you, if completed, we would be convinced to leave Lysatra, as if you were to complete these tasks for us, would be most profitable
Oh, you said
for us.
You said tasks plural.
There would be 2.
Is there an
And
expenses
what are these tasks?
fund? Like, are we putting this on credit?
It will be, you will be trading your freedom and Lysatra's freedom.
To do what?
We merely ask for two simple things. One, we very much would like hyperspace lane security codes from Corellia, and the other, to pick up a important Bacta shipment from Sedri Minor.
With all due respect, we don't even know if the hyperspace lanes are working right now.
But as our new ally Orcus has informed us, you seem to have a special method for traveling through hyperspace.
Maybe we just have a really good pilot.
According to our records, that is not accurate.
I would say good pilot. I would say possibly even great pilot.
I mean, you have a mug.
I do have a mug. The mug says Galaxy's best pilot.
We have footage of your pilot smashing into groups of people on a space station in Yagdul.
That was not me, actually. I'm not gonna say who that was, but definitely wasn't me.
Do we have time to consider this deal?
How much time do you need?
Oh, we at least talk about it.
I would like to ask for some slight clarification on the matter of Corellia.
Yes?
What exactly are you looking for off Corellia?
Hyperspace lane security codes.
And where precisely are we talking? Coronet City? Are we talking
Correct.
the Sethi shipyards?
There is a military installation that you will need to sneak into to recover them. We will provide you all the information you need.
What if we could give you a different kind of information?
It depends on the value.
Depends on how much you don't like the pikes.
We're just gonna have a conversation now. Thank you so much for this information. Can we talk about this collectively
Yes,
as a group?
but we shouldn't leave our humble host, our wonderful, magnificent host, for too long.
We won't listen to you, but you will remain in the room.
Of course. Thank you. She just kind of bows to them a little bit.
Oscar looks to you, Lysander, and shakes his head, and he just says, "I'm sorry." They've been holding this planet hostage for some time.
So, what are we doing? Lysander, pulls all of us into a corner and is, whispering.
Gaz is still holding herself very high and confident, and looks like she's still wearing a smile. Make sure keep smiling.
I'm not gonna fucking smile at that.
A smile is a very valuable tool in things like this because it keeps our enemies guessing. And it gives us the semblance that we have control and power. Keep smiling.
Wynn smiles very awkwardly. Very broad, full teeth smile.
If we go into deal with them, we'll never get out of it.
I concur.
We just saved Lysetra. Can we talk to Oscar? Is Oscar still in the room?
Yeah, he's remaining. He's staying away from you while you talk, but he is keeping an eye on everything and making sure he's positioning himself in such a way where he's kind of blocking you all from everybody else.
What was the thing they wanted on Sethi Minor?
Bacta.
And Sedri Minor, they wanted a shipment of
Sedri
Bacta.
Minor. If at all possible, I would prefer not to. This is, I know I've dealt with the Huts before, and I know you all have too. But this is, I do not think it will be an effective use of our time.
They are holding a planet hostage.
I wonder if we can outdeal them with something better.
We don't have something better.
I have something
I have
better.
something better.
We don't know what they want to use. I mean, come on, hyperspace security codes, back to tanks. Those aren't things that you get for trading.
Right.
Those are things you get if you're planning something.
What if we give them a certain schematic that we acquired? That you all acquired about 2 weeks ago?
What if we give them the path engine?
Absolutely, we cannot give them the path engine.
Why? It solves our squonk
The
problem.
only
No.
reason-
We don't give them the actual path engine. We give them a sabotaged version of it that doesn't actually work.
And when they build the sabotage version and it explodes and they come back and they enslave Lysatra again, but for real this time.
I want to clarify something. Orcus is part of the Nihil, right? That's what the lightning strikes are.
Mm-hmm.
But if what we have said is true, their friend there is going to have issue with this. Presumably.
Would we recognize the 3 lightning strikes, Chris?
Can we roll?
You all have seen it. You've seen it plenty of times at this point.
I was about to say.
Okay. Yeah, if they wanted the path engine schematics, I'm almost certain they could have just got them from him.
Unless he does not want, unless the Nihil are very against releasing the engines.
Lysander, it's your planet. What do you think we should do?
I think me, just the player, wants to fight. But thinking about Lysander, I don't know if he would necessarily suggest that as the first thing, but he also is really upset that this is happening, so
I have something to offer.
wait, can I use Guided by the Force to kind of like maybe figure out if like actually taking this deal would make them actually leave?
Yeah. 1 second.
That is key information to possess.
Make a wisdom check at or wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Okay. Okay, so wait, where's my fucking modify? Wisdom. So I got one was an 8, and one is a 16.
16. You do believe that if you complete these tasks, the huts would leave. Lysatra's a bit out of the way for them, and it's probably really annoying for them to keep in air quotes, protecting this place.
But also, what if we do fight them and just show that, like, hey, we're tougher than you, and maybe you don't want to stay here.
How many guards are there?
There are 12 guards on the Gamoran side, and you're kind of looking at them. One of them has written in white chalk on their armor, "For Chuck."
Not for Chuck!
I think maybe we don't try to fight those guys.
They're mobsters. If we show that we're tougher than them.
No. We give them a bigger mobster.
What do you have?
A get out of jail free card. It's on the ship, though.
What?
Which get out of jail free card?
It's the personal phone number to one of the most powerful men in the entire galaxy.
And you have this how?
I went on a father ride.
Assuming they don't already have this information, which they're Hutts, they might. How can we be sure that's worth an entire planet? They clearly have an agenda here. This was clearly planned. They're not holding Lysatra just to hold Lysatra. They've been holding it as a bargaining chip.
I'm just offering what I have, if as a possible solution. And if that's not what we want, then I'll hold on to my get out of jail free card for a future endeavor.
I appreciate you letting us know. We will keep it in mind, but I don't know if it's going to work here.
Okay, he's only a billionaire.
When narrows their eyes slightly, and you get a sudden sense of their seething resentment.
It is the personal number of the CEO of Retailo. Given to me personally if I was ever in trouble.
How much money is is this planet worth?
It's one of the biggest companies in the galaxy, and they have stores throughout the core, inner, and mid rim, and expanding to the outer rim. So a lot. But we'd be trading somebody who could possibly help us in the future.
I think, tentatively, for the moment, we should tell them we're taking the deal. Now, we don't have to follow through with all of it, and that may cause problems, but we are sort of backed into a corner here. And unless one of you is hiding Orla Jareni in their back pocket,
I wish.
then I don't see us being able to take on 2 Hutts, 12 guards, and relying on the Rangers.
Can we?
That's the other thing, too.
Well, I don't think the Hutts would actually fight. Look at them.
Can we ask Oscar about this? Because he might have more information about this deal that was struck.
If we buy time out to get out of this room, we potentially have that option. But right now, we don't have a chance to get any additional information while the Hutts are floating, while they're, what's the word for just kind of lounging in decadent splendor?
How many guards did
Lounging.
How many rangers did Oscar have with him?
6, including him, is 7.
Guys is kind of looking at the hut up and down. I could take.
I mean, a trash compactor would also work, but this is not the time for entertaining my idle fantasies.
No, I don't mean kill them. I mean possibly get information.
No.
I have a bad idea.
Oh, I
What is
love
your
bad
idea?
ideas.
We always could try and gamble for it.
We are not leaving the fate of millions of people that we just saved up to your ability to cheat on dice.
I am good at dice too.
Oh, I mean, I'm not talking about dice. I'm talking about Zabak, which is my real game.
How good is our plot armor?
I maintain that I think that for the moment we need to agree to be taking the deal.
No.
What about the Squonk? Is it gonna let us go to Corellia? Or will it
Yeah.
space us in the process when?
And if we say no and the Hutts shoot us, that is at least better than dying in space. Or worse, give us to the Nihil, who's standing right there.
That's alright, he won't leave the room.
Everybody make perception rolls.
Okay.
Sure. Also, out of character, mechanically, I have a feature that allows me to, like, essentially goad people into gambling things that they normally wouldn't. If we want to take that route.
That's a 6 on perception.
15.
22.
I got a 26. 'cause
Hell
I got that
yeah.
20 again.
Nice.
Lysander, well, when Wynn says points over there, you notice that Orcus isn't even there anymore. And Lysander, you're the only one that notices that Orcus is standing right behind you all listening to the entire conversation.
Oh my.
Well, you people really are good at this.
Oh, Jesus!
Well, hi.
Space Jesus! Oh.
So, I take it that the droid did try to space you already. Happened to me a few times, too.
What do you
What?
mean by that?
Pardon?
You need my help. And I
Why
wouldn't
would we
worry
need
about
the
me.
help of...
And I wouldn't
why
worry
would we
about
need-
me turning you into the Nihil.
Why is that?
My allegiance to them isn't necessarily anything serious, if you know what I mean.
Why should we trust you? You're Nihil.
Well, you really shouldn't, but you really aren't going to have much of a choice in a few cycles.
Probe mind is still active. I'm going to read his mind to see if he's telling the truth
All right.
about that. Which, like, just on the top of his head, is it like, yeah, I don't like the Nihil, or is he like
He's,
definitely lying?
Not only is he telling the truth, you sense something a little bit more. He is strong in the Force.
Oh, I am willing to accept Orcus's help here.
I'm not.
I believe he is trustworthy.
I don't want to make a
And-
deal with the Hutts.
It's a tricky thing, to be sure, but, you know, can't really make a deal with anybody in the galaxy if you think about it.
Well,
The
Nihil
only way
I-
that we get freedom to move is if we take the deal.
Nihil
or at
aren't
least
people.
Wow, that's really intense.
Yeah,
Wow.
but Coriel is people.
She is glaring
trust
down this
Coriel.
Nihil like she's about 2 seconds away from pulling grime on him. She is not looking very, she's looking very tense with this man so very close to her.
You like what you see?
Wynn looks down at Lysander and says, I know that taking the deal is bad, and I'm not saying we have to follow through on it. I am saying that if we either take the deal or we get into a firefight that potentially gets a bunch of Rangers killed and or causes massive problems. The only chance, the only throw that we potentially have is to turn around to the Hutts and at least say the words, we were taking the deal.
Where do you come in on this, Orcus? Are you coming with us?
Well, I have a lot to talk to you about.
Yeah, what do you mean by a few cycles?
Well, based on past experience, your droid ship is pretty testy.
Sure.
I had held out hope that you completed its little mission thing, but apparently you haven't.
How do you know
Well,
this?
Someone blew up hyperspace, so we didn't really have the opportunity.
How do you know
Yeah,
this?
do you know anything about that, by the way? I thought that was really weird.
How do you know about our ship?
I was with a group of people who found that ship a long, long time ago. Almost over 100 years ago, as a matter of fact. Didn't work out too well for us.
Can I roll to see if he's lying? Or I guess, Corio, you're still probing into him.
Yeah, I
Hold on, pause. Robin's just sort of sitting down.
Hi, Robin!
Is Zero not in the room?
No,
No,
yeah,
Zero
Zero
stayed in the...
stayed in the engineering.
Oh. Well, I'm glad I did not accidentally address Zero then, because I thought Zero was in the room.
Nope. I am on the Squonk asking about a
Cool.
means to
Cool,
bypass
cool.
the blockade.
Just wanted to check. I felt bad,
Oh, no, you're...
but we will
Please
move.
continue.
we move
I'm
on.
enjoying...
That's why Gauze messaged Zero.
Like, hey, we're in
remember?
a trap.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay. Lysander.
What?
I feel 100% certain that I can gamble our way out of this, if they are willing to put this up to a game.
Well, the Hutts do like to gamble, but they're gonna if you mess this up, then we're all gonna be enslaved.
What is this we?
I think.
Well,
I think our gambling needs to be a saving throw. I think that if we decide that we don't want to finish the job, or for some reason we can't, then we will we will hook them in with gambling.
I don't want to work for them.
I don't want to work
Period.
for them either. Lysander looks at Coriel. Trust Coriel.
oh man.
Fine.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make
If
one.
you think you can gamble our way out of this,
I believe I can. Yes.
oh, you better believe real hard.
It's what I built my character to do.
If not, Lysander has some force tricks that I might be able to use.
She is still very much glaring down this nigh hill with a big
And
smile on her face.
as for you, Wen turns to Orcus, would love to have a conversation. Because clearly there's a lot we need to discuss with each other. But not here, specifically in this moment. We'll discuss this matter privately.
Sure.
for now.
Let's see if we're not gonna be enslaved first, huh?
What is this we?
The royal we, the general we.
Yeah, because as far as the Hutts see it, I'm with you all, being that I'm standing now with you all talking.
Oh yeah, that would
do it.
fit.
If
Yeah.
I get a even
Alright.
inkling that you're gonna cross us, I will shoot you.
I
That is
would expect nothing less.
that's your only warning.
I don't even need a warning.
Good.
Okay. Coriel,
Yes.
you wanna do your thing, and the rest of us we'll be over here.
Is there a way we can help you, Corio?
That depends on how many people they want in the game, but at the moment, let's see. It.
Pause. Okay, so
Hi,
meanwhile,
Yeah.
back on the Squonk, as people are walking away out of the hangar, Zero, what do you do? Okay. You reinsert yourself into the digital realm of the computer, and you hear the voice of the Squonk go, "Vessel, why are we here?"
I had... like, why are we here on this planet?
Yes.
Well, you know, the whole thing with blowing the thing up and everything going wrong with hyperspace, we needed to, touch down for a minute to get things in order before we can continue with the mission.
Get what in order?
Life stuff, Lysander's family, and, communicating with unspecified third parties that may aid in the mission.
Very well.
Yeah, But why I wanted to talk is I wanted to. So this planet is under lockdown. I was just sort of curious if you had the ability or the means to bypass such a thing. Should we need to leave expeditiously?
Bypass a blockade.
Yes. The planet is under lockdown from the government, I guess. And leaving is apparently impossible. So I was curious if you had the means to make it possible.
You can hear it like calculating a little bit, and it says, unlikely. However, with the path engine and additional navigational coordinates that are suited only for use with the path engine, it may be possible, but currently lacking in that data. Would need additional paths.
Why do you need more coordinates if you know where we're going?
The nature of hyperspace using the path engine is still new to me, and I lack data. I only have the path to Zakul.
Okay. And so bypassing a blockade is not something we can do then. You don't have any sort of like...
There are no official hyperspace lanes to Zakul, so in theory, there would be no blockade between here and Zakul.
So you could just jump to hyperspace like before the blockade and not blow up?
Correct.
Well, that's pretty handy. What additional coordinates do you need, and how might we acquire them?
Would need to know locations of blockade, and then...
Oh, just above this planet.
Correct. Oh. Then it would be simple.
Well, great. That's good to hear. Follow-up question. In the event of your destruction, what would happen to me? Hypothetically speaking, if we got into a situation where you could no longer function or were otherwise destroyed.
Nothing. Our systems are independent from each other. However, without me, you will never be able to return to Zakul and recover your memories. If that is possible.
So, like, I won't, suddenly turn into, like, a mobile version of, a walking version of you and, like, kill everything?
Unknown. Your purpose is scout and spy.
Scout and spy? Okay.
Our purpose will be defined further once we reach Zakul.
Interesting. Okay. Can I make an insight check to see if the Squonk is lying?
Yeah, sure.
That is a 4.
He's not lying.
Yeah. Well, okay then. I guess just a general systems update. What's the state of the ship? How long do you think the trip to Zakul will take?
At least 14 cycles from here.
Okay. And all the systems are good?
Correct.
Good to know. Was there anything else you needed?
When are we resuming the mission?
As soon as my compatriots and I confer about whether or not we are bypassing the blockade or getting through it via other means.
And Zero, at that point, you receive the communication from Gauze.
Okay, and it just said what, like hut trap?
It says, I think it said a hut trap, be careful.
Okay. Oh, well, that's interesting.
What?
Yeah, do you remember our, little excursion to Nalhutta?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently there are huts here. And are currently, I guess my friends have walked into a trap.
What are the chances of survival?
Unknown?
What do you recommend?
They're pretty crafty, so, you know, I wouldn't doubt them too much. We've gotten out of worse scrapes before. I guess recommended. Are you able to tap into the communications?
I can try.
If you could, like, oh, here. Are you able to use any of the crew's comm devices to listen in to what they are going through right now?
No. 1 and 2 are deactivated.
Criff.
Recommend we commence recovery procedure.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Can you are you able to locate them? I didn't quite catch what building they were going to.
I have the frequency of Wynn's data pad.
Excellent. Well, they said they're in a trap. They said to be careful. I don't know if helping them will be careful. So I have to just choose between the two, I think. And I guess I will choose to help them. So I'm gonna go up to the cockpit, as much as I hate it. And I guess to take us above the building.
As you wish. Battle systems activated.
Well, just on standby, all right? We don't need any, like, you don't need to be entirely ready to blow things up just yet. But, you know, on standby, just in case.
As you wish.
Thanks. All right, let's go get our friends.
Okay.
Oh no.
And I guess, I go into the cockpit and, attempt a rescue mission.
Yeah, so make a pilot check.
Oh, God.
This can only go poorly.
Hey, this is not that bad. That's a 16.
The Squonk activates the cannons and ignites them to blow up the hangar door above, and you fly out of the top.
Oh, that was more of a violent exit than I was anticipating. But okay. They said they're trapped, so I gotta. We'll go.
Yeah. So meanwhile, you all are getting ready to move on to the next phase of your conversation, and then the lights start blinking red, and you hear a horrible explosion.
I'm
And-
sure that's completely unrelated
Yeah,
to us.
what are-
We have been
Yeah. What
are the
standing here the whole
chances?
time.
Orcus sighs. Oh no.
Well, no time like the present. Your honorable huts.
Oscar's starting to like bark orders, like asking some of the rangers to like leave and find out what's going on.
I'm also going to whisper, or in telepathy, to Lysander. Could you make sure that that wasn't us?
Oh, can I feel that in the force if that was the squawk?
Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Which dice should I use? Math. My enemy. Oh my god.
My enemy.
25.
You have the vision in the forest is so clear. You actually see a vision of the squonk blowing a hole above, and then launching out of the hangar, and you see a vision of it like turning about.
I mean, through this telepathic connection right now, can Lysander communicate back to Corio?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Lysander glances at Coriel again and is just like, unfortunately, that was the squonk.
Is Zero piloting it, or is it just the squonk?
In your vision, you do see Zero in the cockpit.
Zero was in the cockpit.
Could you please send them a message and tell them that everything is not terrible at the moment? Or to get them to not go further with this?
Yeah. Lysander, like, holds his hands behind his back and kind of touches at his, like, wrist little, like, pad thing to send a message to Zero, like, whatever you're doing, stop.
Yeah, so Zero, you get that message while you're in mid-flight.
It's
and
like in all caps, too.
with angry emoji.
Oh God. I think I have made a mistake of some kind. Well, I guess they said stop, so just hover here real quick. Just let's stop moving forward and just hang tight.
Zero, can you make another pilot check?
Yeah. Christ. That's a 4.
No!
Well, hold on. I need to I have a chart for this.
Oh
Hold on.
God.
Oh no!
It's never a good sign, TTRPGs plays. It's never a good sign when your DM says I have to consult the chart.
Yeah.
Okay, Zero, can you make a percentile roll?
Oh God.
Zero and flying is like my favorite thing in the game.
Best.
It's Wynn's least favorite.
42. Hey, it is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. So.
That means we win.
Yeah. I won the
yeah.
game. We win.
Yeah, that's how that works. Woo!
Disastrous outcome for adversary. Can you make a D10 roll?
Oh no.
I don't like how much you're making me roll. 7.
Oh, make me another percentile roll.
Oh man.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know it. I'm scared.
That's an
Mom, can you pick me
11.
up?
Okay. So Zero, you start to lose control of the ship a little bit. The defenses of the town are actually starting to fire at you, but the Squonk easily maneuvers out of the way. A bunch of warning messages flash up on the computer monitors, and the stabilizers on the ship start to kind of go wonky. At that point, you just see like the shadow looming over the ship, and you realize that the Squonk had to release one of the other ships, the one in 2000, and it goes flying downward. Those of y'all that are in the banquet hall, you're kind of sense like a bit of quiet at first, and then all of a sudden something collapses through the ceiling and lands on top of the twin huts, the protocol droid, and most of the Gamoran soldiers. And the one in 2000 has landed right on top of them.
Oh my god!
Did we just kill the twins? Sorry to the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah,
Oh
sorry.
wow, that's
I told you
different
I would
set of
break
twins.
canon.
This is the first time we did it. Oh my god. But are we all fine? Like it just kind of like goes like
Yeah,
through them.
yeah, they're dead. I mean,
we're fine?
none of you guys are on the completely other side, so you can see the light from. There's like shrapnel and smoke, debris, like kind of in the air. Orcus kind of looks shocked and surprised and nods and just starts clapping. That's impressive. Very impressive.
Well, that was
When-
convenient.
How do we
When
always
you
get?
said-
Tell Zero to do.
I told Zero to stop, but how do we always end up having a ship crush people? How does this keep happening to us?
Wynn is just staring open-mouthed, and then turns to Coriel and says, "So when you said your luck was good, I thought you were cheating. I have no explanation for this."
Well, it was bound to happen at some point. We have officially drifted away from canon, though I suppose there could be other Hutt twins out there. But nonetheless, the crew have, at least for this round, killed 2 more Hutts by dropping a ship on them. So congratulations. Anyway, y'all, you have to check in next week to see how things conclude with this session. Certainly hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much once again for checking us out, for listening to us, for being a loyal listener. We really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our podcast. Also, leave a review. We love reviews. And if you want to kind of hang out with us between episodes, you can find us on X, Twitter, whatever it's called, under the @ForLightandDice handle. If you go to that profile, you'll also see a link to our Discord. It is free for anybody to join, and the entire cast is there, as well as some cool members of our community. So feel free to join. Also, if you love this music in the show, that is somebody by the name of Grushkov, who has composed all the music. They've created a lot of music inspired by Star Wars The High Republic, as well as some other projects. And apparently they're coming out with some Eye of Darkness music very soon, which I'm very excited about. So you can definitely go find them on the internet, buy their music, listen to them on Spotify. It's all everywhere. Again, thank you all so much for listening, and may the Force be with you.